A meeting was held at the presidential residence in Kandy yesterday between President Ranil Wickremesinghe and United National Party constituents.
In 2020, the United National Party was the only political party which forecasted a need for $3 billion to survive the economic crisis. However, during this time, the party suffered a fracture because a certain group of members, led by Sajith Premadasa, abandoned the party to form the SJB. My regret is that I was able to prevent this before, when his father tried to do the same but couldn't this time. If the party wasn't fractured, we would have been able to form a government with 85 to 90 seats in parliament. When former Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa resigned, he said that they would support anyone who was able to form a government. So, why weren't we able to form a government then? Why are some of our former party members in the opposition? Because the party was fractured. When I became Prime Minister, I asked for their support, but they refused to support me. They claimed at the time that they were the true UNP. But what is the current situation? Some former SLPP members, led by GL Piris, have infiltrated and taken over the SJB. How can you claim that you are the true UNP when this is the case? All they wanted to do was to destroy the UNP. This is hatred and resentment, nothing more.
The president also took part in the Let's Start With Me Kandy District Youth Conference.
After the economic collapse, people assumed that the country had lost its future. However, due to the government's actions over the past 2 years, we were able to revive the economy back to normal at a quicker than expected pace. In order to fully overcome this situation, we must convert our import-oriented economy into an export-oriented one. For this, we have to access foreign markets. In order to tap into those markets, we must improve our export portfolio and increase tourist arrivals. Sri Lanka does not possess sufficient capital for investments, which means we must bring in foreign investments, construct factories and develop the nation. In order to attract these investors, we have to show them that our economy is strong. Within a few months of an investor's initial bid, they must be informed as to whether their investment will be approved. If so approved, they must be given the clearance to commence their operation within the span of 1 to 2 years. However, Sri Lanka does not currently possess such a system. The first step in this process is to transform the country's education system to face the demands of the future. You ask for a change. That change requires a new economic approach. I will submit the preliminary legislation for process to Parliament in May, and it will be approved by June. I intend to name this legislation the Economic Transformation Act.
Following the conference, the president joined iftar celebrations at the Juma Masjid in Katukale. Addressing the gathering, the president went on to state that a special commission would be established to coordinate the last rites of individuals in accordance with their religious customs or final wishes. Meanwhile, today, the president declared open the newly constructed flyover linking Kompanya Vidya, also known as the Slave Island, with Justice Akbar Mawatha and Uttarananda Mawatha. The remaining portions of the project are expected to be completed by September, with the total cost of the project estimated at around 5 billion rupees.